Hello, everyone. My name is Sabrante. This portion of the video is just me explaining everything in Daddy is created. I'm gonna first start. I'm gonna show what we do is show the video of how I started everything. Then I'll play it off with explaining everything in detail. This is the finished product of everything that I've been working on. It's sort of a memento to someone important to me who passed away, and I'm I'm not the best when it comes to making human figures, but I mean, at least I try my best to make it look nice. I like the idea of imagining a world after you pass on, a world where you just relax, listen to the ocean sway, feel the wind blow, all that sort of stuff, like a calmness in the world, like a magic energy, so to speak. Well, from what I can show, this I really like how it turned out. I'm gonna submit. I'm gonna like post it somewhere so that everyone can see it. And if you have any opinions on it, there you go. You can. But I'm gonna do everything like Now I'm gonna do the second part of the final part of it. Okay, in this part of the video, this takes place more. I mean, this is how I start off. A gray background. That way I can see like how much detail in my lines I need to work on or what needs fixing. I start off with this where I did erase some of this, but essentially I started off with a line going here where I can start where I started the foreground of everything. Then once I did that, I started working on everything from the ground up. For the foreground stuff, this this actually came later, but I planned it out how my where my character's gonna be first before I made everything. Like here's the main body. What I did was I deleted the lines for it, but what I did was simple. I just sort of detailed out the body a bit, then made a layer to put the colors on top. I mean, put the colors under the lines and stuff like that. That way I don't have to do that much work. For the clothes layer, I started off with lines. I mean, I put some detail on top of the body layer. I put some details on the body layer so that, like, that way, just like I kept them separated. Then I cleaned it up by the removing the lines inside that are not visible. That's sort of my style where I just put the details on the body and they put the clothes on top. I mean, put the clothes on top of it and the colors and everything. I went with the blue because the person who this is based off of really had really likes the color blue. So I tried to wait for an interesting style a bit. Gotta say though, there's some work I need to do to fix it. Like it's supposed to be like a dress, but the way I made it look like it's like a puffy one piece of clothes. In my opinion, that needs work. Then once I got the character down, before the colors, mind you, I started thinking of the background. I first started with the ground the ground that they would be sitting in and stuff. It had the grass, like I went and put some details in the grass and stuff right here. I probably should have done some more by putting some grass over here on top, but I already did did it in a way. I can go back on it later, but this may be the last time I use Photoshop and stuff like that because I've been using it because from the school and stuff. Now that I don't have access to it no more, this is kind of gonna be the last one until I figure out something else that I can use. The next thing I worked on was the tree. I didn't do much for it. I just went crazy with the lines and stuff. Then I made the this little backdrop here so that the grass, so that it'd be like big chunks of grass flowing in one direction. Then I worked on making the ocean. What I did for that one is I try to use the smudge tool to like create waves, but I may have messed up on the direction I should have been going in for like this part. But once I put it in the sky, it sort of just clears it out a little bit, like a blue, pure blue sky. So that I thought maybe I should put some class on it, but then I thought that'd be a little too much because What I did for the foreground is just one thing for the foreground, which is the tree and the leaves. There's a funny thing is I use a tool to make this to make the grass and stuff. It's like a simple effect that I really like to use a lot because it makes it easier to make in grass. Like if you look closely, it's just the same thing, just repeated over and over. But the tool like spreads it out as you draw, which I really like. But yeah, this is the complete piece that well, I do plan on working on it more in the future, but for now, it's just this little bit for now, just a little bit of something to dedicate to someone. I have a video that shows how it started, and I'm just gonna have that played like in the middle between the two, the start and this little and bit here. In any case, though, thank you all for checking out my video and channel. I may start doing videos in Blender, trying to learn how to use it and stuff like that in the future, since I'm gonna be losing access to this software. I grew up using Photoshop, and I may try to earn some money to buy it back up again. But for now, I'm gonna try to learn to use other softwares. I still got the tools and stuff needed, and I'm planning on doing everything I can to keep this channel afloat, even if not many people watch it. In any case, so long. Have a good rest of your day. Sign out.